Folks, why is there something a little bit wrong about this movie, Priscilla? Well, it was only last year that Elvis came out and garnered well-deserved praise from both audiences and critics. A colorful but emotionally dark experience that made me love Elvis despite me being too young to be a fan. Then out of the blue came Priscilla, a tell-all biopic adapted from the ex-wife's memoir that wanted me to hate Elvis because he's the villain this time. But here's what's interesting. Lisa Marie Presley had read Sofia Coppola's script before she died and was in utter shock and horror at how her father was negatively portrayed. Now, can we all safely assume that Lisa Marie had read her mother's book before reading the script? So I wonder if her shock was because she had read things in the script she hadn't read in the book. Were things exaggerated in this movie since it was also produced by Priscilla Presley herself? I don't know. While Elvis tells us everything we want to know about Elvis, Priscilla tells us everything we wish we didn't know. As to how much of this biopic was true, no one can tell. But I'm sure nobody would know a man's dark side better than her ex-wife, for better or for worse. The movie opens in Germany, where Priscilla met Elvis, who was stationed there as an enlisted soldier of the US Army. It didn't take long for the 24-year-old rock star to invite the 14-year-old girl to come to his house for a party. Elvis was already famous at this time, so how could young Priscilla refuse the man every girl in the world was obsessed with? And vulnerable to Elvis's charm, Priscilla's father allowed his daughter to spend weekends in Elvis's home. Are they gonna do it? This is what you wanna find out only 15 minutes in. And I love how this movie lets you wait, creating tension every time they hold hands or gently bite their lips with malice, all before ending up in bed alone for the first time. But this cute and seemingly illegal love story takes a dire twist into a roller coaster ride of emotion. One minute they're happy and madly in love, the next minute somebody says something that feels like a punch in the gut, and most of the time it's his fist on the offensive. I felt her grief of being stuck in a marriage where she had no say in anything, forced to go along with her husband's toxic lifestyle of endless parties and drug abuse. But if she wants him to keep loving her and keep giving her attention, she has no choice but to submit and obey. Her only friends are Elvis's friends. They're nice to her, but you get a sense that they're not real friends and she's basically alone. It doesn't take long before you figure out that this relationship is headed towards a never-ending downfall, where everything is his fault and she's just a victim through it all. I can't give enough credit to Kaylee Spaney for a spectacular performance worthy of the title role. Her voice is soft and she talks like the Virgin Mary. She also moves with elegance and finesse like Princess Diana, perfect for what the movie wanted to accomplish, for me to offer all my sympathy. She's a 25-year-old playing a 14-year-old and I believed every second of it, probably because Jacob Elordi is 3 feet taller than her, making her look like a child. On the other hand, Jacob Elordi looks like Elvis and Superman had a baby. But he talked like Elvis, walked like Elvis, proving he's got more talent now than that guy in Kissing Booth. I can't say he's better than Austin Butler. Austin's role required singing and dancing, which Jacob did none of, except for a 30-second montage of him on stage where we can't even see his face. And that's the strength of this film. It didn't need to show what we already saw from last year's movie, resulting in a tight, well-paced narrative of only the things we never knew about who Elvis was off stage. This is an insider report of who Elvis was as a husband and father, and how he failed as both. The ending is the worst part of this movie. Just when it had built into a climax, suddenly the credits rolled. Wait, that's it? It's like if Iron Man had just taken the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos, but before he could snap his fingers, it just fades to black. Nevertheless, it was the ending it needed, unresolved and anticlimactic, like the ending of any broken relationship. I've never seen any documentary or read any book about Elvis or Priscilla, so I don't have a balanced opinion to point out truths and lies based on facts. As to what really happened inside their bedroom, only the couple can verify. But what I learned from this movie is that Elvis's love for Priscilla was pure, but wasn't strong enough against the demons that came along with fame and fortune. Thanks for watching.